Hi guys, Elena is here, and as I promised, today I want to film a video on my porch today just to show you the plants that I kicked out for the season and why. It is definitely time to film that video because we probably have another warm week and it's gonna start getting colder at night, so I have to bring all these plants in anyways. I am probably extremely overexposed right now, but guys, I definitely cannot dim the sun, so we'll just have to do it the way it is. I'm so happy I can finally make this video for you, so I can finally throw away some plants and I explain to you guys why. Let's get this party started because it's so damn hot today. It's above 80s, it's sunny, it's very hot, so let's go. Just a heads up, I did not clean my porch at all. You guys get to see all the mess and all that, but I don't care. We're just getting it done. So right here I have a jade plant. It's a little tree at this point. It's super cute. I like jades. It's getting pretty big, and this guy is definitely coming home with me. Right behind it I have Ficus elasticus. I have two of them. This one is Teneki and this one is Ruby, so she has more of that pink foliage, and this one definitely more on the white side and just a little bit pink as the new foliage emerges. So they're getting pretty big, but they are very slow growers. I have them for quite some time now. And right here, this plant is a little crispy, a little bit tired, but this is a purple heart plant. I also have it for quite a few years now, and every year I chop it down to nothing and it's keep on growing. So it just got a little crispy in the sun, but it loves sun. It gets very purple in the sun. It's coming home with me this season, but I will chop it down to nothing and let it grow out beautiful foliage again. And right here on the floor I have Philodendron gloriosum. It's okay. It's doing okay for me. It's growing, but I'm not a big fan of philodendrons. I have some. And this one, I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm in love with it, but it's here. And right over here, my philodendron Xanadu. I still have it. It's doing fine. It's doing its own thing, I guess. So I will bring it in, but I might give it away. We'll see. And on this side, next to the chair that I was sitting in, I have fiddle leaf fig. It is huge, you guys. It is definitely 5 foot tall at this point, and it's funny, I bought this plant so many years ago when I wasn't even good with plants. I bought it as a tiny little plant, and I found it so interesting that a lot of people for some reason can't grow them, and I can't kill it. So I honestly don't even have space for this plant, but I take it out every single year hoping I'm not gonna have to bring it back, but it's always thriving outside, so I have to bring it back, and it's gonna have to stay in my son's room again for the cold season. It is beautiful. I love it. I just wish I had more space for it. There is 3 branches right here. There's one more in the back. It has some yellowing leaves, which is fine. They're very old. And I have one more branch growing from the bottom right here. So here it is, nice and big. And right here I have this philodendron, which is, I always call it Hope because that's what I think that is, but I might be wrong. I go through this every single year and I still don't really know what that is. I like it, but again, I just don't have space for it, so I'm gonna have to figure it out if I want to keep this plant or just find a home for it. Now we're gonna move on to this corner right here. Here is my begonia boomer. She is here. She's been neglected. I need to do something about it. Same thing. I mean, I like her and I will bring her back, but I don't know if I'm in love with her, but the foliage is pretty on her. I guess I'll figure it out if I want to keep her or not. So, but she's still alive. She's still here. Right next to her, I have Philodendron Plomanii. I do like this philodendron, and it is a little bit bleached out in the sun. It's very sunny here. This is my southern side of the house. I do like it, and I think I like it for this patio right here, the ruffly little patio. I liked it from the beginning for that, but again, it is philodendron and they do take up a lot of space. This pot itself is huge. I planted a while ago into this longer pot just because it is a crawler and it's gonna just keep crawling forward, but I'm not sure if I have that much space in my house for 2 long pots like this for my philodendrons, so maybe I will repot him after I clean him and all that into a round pot, so it takes up less space. And right next to it is a philodendron goldie eye. I believe there is another name for it now, I don't know. Basically another philodendron. Also, I like it, and I will keep this philodendron around. For how long, I don't know, but for now he's still coming home with me. And right here I was growing tomatoes this year, and just the cherry tomatoes on it, obviously, and I still have a ton of tomatoes on it, and I got a lot this season, but it is September, it's end of the season, so it's getting all crispy and beat up and all that. So moving on to this table right here, and this is the window into my dining room where I film my plants. So when I say it's in a southern window, my plants are in a southern window, but just keep in mind I do have a covered porch here. Back to this table, I want to show you my giant, absolutely giant jade tree at this point. I love this tree. Although it is big, it takes a lot of space. I mean, the trunk on it is absolutely insane. Like, it's pretty big, you guys. A little bit sun stressed, enjoying the sun, but it will have to come back home pretty soon. And right here I have Stapelia hirusta. That's the one that blooms giant red flowers. But she has not bloomed for me at all, not even once. So it's just there. It's very sun stressed. And right here I have another jade plant that was a gift from my client. She's also getting pretty big, and I call her Baby Marge because she named her tree Marge. So this is Baby Marge. And right here on the floor I have, I believe, fishbone cactus. He's pretty big, pretty bleached out from the sun. I took a good cutting and restarted it for me at home, but this pieces I think I'm gonna cut up and start it from scratch and maybe share at some point with you guys. And right next to it I have a philodendron black cardinal. I didn't have much space for it anymore, so I just threw it out here, and it is dirty. I'm gonna wash all of them and spray before I bring them home. Again, it's nice, but philodendrons do take a lot of space, so this guy might be leaving my house too. I'm definitely not gonna let it die here. I will either find home for it or keep it. I don't know. This is the interesting part right here. I have this humongous 2 hoyas right here, and they are not coming home, and I will explain why. So right here, this is a just plain green Hoya carnosa. She is very long. She is at least 4 foot long. It took me a long time to grow her this big. She never bloomed for me, but what she did do, she got mealybugs, you guys. A lot of them. Here, I'm gonna zoom in so you can guys see them. There it is. There's a ton of them throughout the whole plant. And this guy is not coming home. As big as it is, as long as it took to grow, I don't care. It's gonna go straight to the trash as soon as I'm done filming this video. I will throw away the whole thing and the pot, because I do not want any of those mealybugs in my home, especially now that I'm sharing plants with you guys. I definitely don't need to deal with any of it. And before you guys say, oh no, you should save it, retreat it and all that, guys, I have tried. Pretty much most of the spring until it got warm, I was washing and spraying this plant so much every few days, but it's very hard to keep infestation under control when you have such a huge plant, because mealybugs or any kind of bugs do a very good job hiding, and there is a lot of spaces to hide when you have such a big plant. I would clean it, it would look good, and a week later it would start getting mealybugs all over again. So this one going bye-bye, no regrets. And next one right here, this Hoya also have a dirty secret. This is Hoya carnosa rubra, and at some point she was absolutely gorgeous. She is in 12-inch pot. She is huge, you guys. And she was even bigger. She was wrapping around both of those trellises. She was huge. So this Hoya, I have her probably for 3 years now. And since the day I brought her home, she had mealybugs. I would just see one here, one there, and I constantly treated her, and I constantly was dealing with them, and I kind of kept it manageable, but I honestly could never get rid of them. They would always appear again. And foliage on this Hoya is absolutely beautiful. Let me show you some leaves that is not bleached out from the sun. So absolutely gorgeous Hoya. This Hoya is going straight into trash, just like my green Hoya right here. So after treating her for a number of years, I'm just done dealing with that. It's just not worth it. So I did end up taking some cuttings from the top, and you guys have seen those cuttings in my grow tent tour video. So I just took some cuttings that was manageable size for me to treat. So I'm still gonna have this plant. I'm just gonna start from the beginning. Both of these guys going bye-bye. So that's pretty much it. These are the plants that I have on the porch, not too many. So if you guys enjoyed this video, it would mean a lot to me if you could give this video a like, share with your plant friends, and subscribe if you want to see more of my content. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!